Does Lesbian Space Princess deserve all of the hate that it is getting right now? Let's talk about it. My name is Tovar, and this is the Pickle Tree. So, let me get one thing out there. I actually watched the film, and I know that a lot of people who are hating on this movie right now probably have never even seen it. They just saw the clips, saw the other people hating it, and like a lemming, they adopted that opinion. And now everybody, every fandom, every controversial fandom, every fandom that is hated out there, like largely hated, fandoms that were completely against each other, are all banding up together like the Avengers and going after Lesbian Space Princess like it was Thanos straight for the head. Because apparently, everyone wants to put out there that this film is the worst film ever made, ever. And it's to the point that we're having like fake tweets saying that it was shut down, it was taken off of streaming services, that the people who made it disbanded and they're gone and they're done and they quit and whatever. Apparently that's not true, but at the same time, even if it was, would we really be proud that we bullied a movie? We're literally bullying a movie out of existence. The same way that a middle schooler would bully someone online to the point that they chose to give up. Like, do you see that? Do you see that, guys? Like, let me just say that after watching the movie, would I say that it is good? No, it's not amazing. It's not the best. Is it bad? I wouldn't really necessarily say it's bad either. I don't think it's that bad. I would give it a solid 2.5 out of 5 stars. If we're going to say that it's bad, honestly, I would rate it personally 3 stars, but I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt and bring it down to 2.5. But would I say it's 1 or negative? No stars? Like all these other people are making it out to be that bad? No. The only reason why I knew about this movie was because it's blowing up all over the internet that everybody hates this movie. So I decided, okay, I'll sit down, record a few clips of my reaction to the film, and either it's going to be the most miserable time of my life, and I'm going to complain about it, and then I'll talk about it on here, or what we are in now, where I didn't mind the film. In fact, I kind of actually did like it, and I'll get into that. And now, I just want to say that I don't think it deserves all of the hate. Katniss, please, I am recording. You can't be part of the podcast. I know you want to be. You will soon, one day. My cat is all over me. Anyways, let me get down to a lot of big points that people are making. But also, let me put this out there. This film came out in 2025. Was shown in many film festivals and select theaters as far as I understand. And it won awards, okay? If a film is bad, I don't think it wins awards. It was well received from the people that actually saw it there, you know? So then one day, apparently someone or a few people, clips started going all over the internet. And people started dogging on it. The clip that I got introduced to was the crush song. You know, oh, I got a crush on you, specifically you. And it's like, yeah, that's a little cringy. But if you watch the film that leads up to the point, it makes sense for their character to make a cringy, like, straight to the point song and like that. Like, it was cringe, but that was the point. That was the point. See what happens when you watch shit out of context? Because I'm sure if I showed you a clip of any other show or movie out of context, you're going to be like, what the fuck was that? Especially if we take any clip from Freddy Got Fingered. Because, like, that that's a bad movie, but I absolutely love that movie. I think it's so ridiculous and over the top that it's just a great watch because it's so stupid and ridiculous. And that's another thing that people don't like about Lesbian Space Princess is because the jokes are so stereotypical and satirical and straight, like, low hanging fruit, I would say. It's an expected joke. Straight white malians. I mean, come on. There was a part with a giant dick shaped ship controlled by a dick, a little dick guy, and that it was there was no real need for it. Like, it didn't really do anything. It was kind of like the guard of the final, you know, destination or whatever, and in order to get there, they had to get past it. But at the same time, it was funny. Like, I thought it was hilarious to see a giant dick spaceship shooting cum as a weapon, right? Um, and then we have the straight white malians that people are hating that that's how they're representing straight white males. It's so on the nose. It's so typical of lesbians to be thinking this. But let me tell you that those straight white malians are, I know people like that. I know people that are like them. I have been friends with people that are like them. They exist. They exist, okay? And the whole entire point of the movie is to be to the extreme. A whole entire planet of lesbians. I mean, you're going to expect this kind of shit throughout the whole entire film, but people didn't like that. Okay, fine. Um, there's a whole entire argument that it's anti-LGBTQ and that it was a poor representation of them. And then there's this whole controversy that they hate colored cross dressers because they decapitated one that was evil in the movie. Yeah, it was a bad guy. I'm not over here saying that DC hates bald people because Lex Luthor is the bad guy. Okay? He's a bad guy. He got defeated. Like, he just so happens to be colored and so happens to be a crossdresser, a drag queen. Like, that's just it, okay? Like, there's no deeper, like, oh, they hate these people and they're trying to give them a bad name and a bad reputation. This is bad representation of queer life and everything like that. And I'm like, I didn't get that. I didn't get that. And before you assume anything just by my skin color and everything like that, I am not a straight white malian. I am not a straight white male. I am straight, but I am demisexual and I am agender. Demisexual, you can look that up. Agender, for my case, I do not identify as male, female, or anything else other than Tovar. I am Tovar. My pronouns are Tovar. Okay? But I'll accept he, him, because I was born biologically. I am a male. And I don't plan on transitioning. I don't feel like I'm anything else but myself. I just have male body. Okay? So, moving on from that, yes, I am part technically, I am part of the LGBTQ community. I have my own demisexual flag, right? Okay. I don't feel like it was a bad representation of it. And even from a straight standpoint, I couldn't see that it would be a bad representation to someone who doesn't really understand the culture. If anything, it feels like it normalized it for me. That's just, they're normal people with normal emotions and normal feelings. They just happen to like the same parts that they have. Like, what's the issue, right? Like, where is the real issue? So is everybody hating on this movie just homophobic? Are they um are they anti-feminism? Are they like what is the main issue? Like I keep going through on Google asking what is the main issue that people are having with this movie? And all I'm finding is that these opinions are derived from these clips that are being posted online and not genuine opinions from people that actually sat down and watched the film. And if you have sat down and watched the film, why bother going through so much to post online that this movie is so bad that it gets everybody banded together to hate it, right? Because with that logic, I could say right now that Ready Player One was a horrible film and a horrible representation of the original source material, which was the book Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. And the film didn't do it any justice whatsoever. So either people don't like the film because it was a pretty bad movie, or people do like the film and they don't even know that the book exists, or people think that the film was an exact one-to-one of the book. And it's not at all. Like, so, but I'm not here saying everybody band together and get the Ready Player One taken down. I'm not banding everyone together to go after the people who made it. And there are so many worse films out there that deserve way more hate than this one. I think there are way worse things in general in the world that we could focus all of our energy and do this mob mentality against. But instead, we are bullying a movie that real people, as far as I know, did not use any AI or anything to make this film. So they worked hard to make this just for you guys to shit all over it. These are actual people. These are actual feelings of people that, and their lives are going to get ruined because of this. You realize that, right? You are ruining people's lives. You are ruining their whole entire emotion and everything because they made a movie that they were proud of and they thought it was good enough to put out there. I think it was good enough to put out there. A lot of people who saw the movie when it first came out in the film festivals thought it was good enough to give them awards for the film. So I'm just going to call you all out for being LARPers. You are LARPing, hating something that you know nothing about. I could show you. It's literally like a child looking at broccoli, not wanting anything to do with it just because it's green. And then when you tell the kid to take a bite, they're like, as soon as the tip of their tongue touches the broccoli, right? Take a fucking bite out of the broccoli. Put some cheese on it if you want. But at the end of the day, if you don't eat your broccoli, you don't eat. You go to bed hungry. Because I ain't making you anything else. I made you broccoli. You're going to eat that fucking broccoli. You need that broccoli. Right? In this case scenario, if you don't like it, just move on. We don't need to bully something to the point that it's just taken down and non-existent or whatever. If you're going to hate something, hate it to the point that it becomes irrelevancy, right? You don't pay attention to it. You guys spreading all this hate is getting more attention to it. Negative attention, but still attention. Whereas you guys could literally just leave it alone. Leave the comments to yourselves. Leave the hate to yourselves. The saying, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, really applies here. And it's fine to review movies. Like I said, Ready Player One was bad. But I put in the good points of the fact that it did not represent the book well. It was not a one-to-one. Visuals, awesome. The addition of Iron Giant, which was not in the book, fuck yeah, I love Iron Giant. But overall, I wouldn't say it's a great movie. If anything, that movie was bad. And this movie, I want to clarify. I am rating it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that 2.5 is lowered down by 0.5 just for you guys, so you don't get on my case about rating it a 3. Because, if anything, maybe a 2.7, if we want to go up there. It is not as bad as everyone is making it out to be. The whole entire story is fantastic. The character growth is fantastic. The whole entire lesson of the movie is to learn to love yourself before expecting others to love you. So I'm hoping that the people who made this film are not letting this shit get to them. But I will say this. If I were thinking of making an independent film, right? I would be terrified, especially in this day and age. If I saw that one movie, one independent film that was made by a small team of people is getting absolutely destroyed right now, worse than any single little thing I have seen in a very long time. This is like the biggest thing because the internet is saying that it is universally hated by everyone. I was just talking to my friends and they brought up a good point of we did the same thing to Sonic when the trailer came out and the Sonic design was terrible. And that was mutually agreed on. It was not a good representation of Sonic. It looked bad. And honestly, I'm on the side of a conspiracy theory that they did that shit on purpose to get it more publicity. This film is getting ridiculed for its art style. That is an art style. It is meant to be different. God forbid it didn't look like everything else. It's being ripped on for the animation. While the animation wasn't 100% and it felt like I was watching the pilot episode of some internet TV show, it still was decent in the sense of I actually liked it. I think there was a lot of screenshotable moments in the film, and I think that the art style was more interesting. I wouldn't say it was bad. But it was different. It was very different. And I think the biggest thing is that people don't like different. They don't like strange or weird. They want everything to be normal. It's very interesting. It's very interesting why these people hate this film. And I'm sitting here and I actually watched it. I'm not a LARPer on joining the band of hating everything about the film because I actually watched it. I don't see what's wrong with it. I really don't. The humor is on par with things like Family Guy and South Park and everything, being immature, crude, and stereotypical, right? It's on par with those shows. And Rick and Morty too. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's trying too hard to be shock humor or whatever. I didn't feel that way. I would know if I felt that way. I didn't. If anybody's trying too hard, it's Family Guy explaining the joke that they're about to do and then show you the cutaway. Like, they explain it and what's so funny about it. And then they do it. Like, that is trying too hard because they're literally telling you, laugh. They're explaining the joke to you before the joke even happens. But this movie, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel like the jokes were forced. There was a lot of stereotypical things, such as the misogynistic ship, the straight white malians not knowing how women work and they don't even listen to women or anything like that. The lesbians all being very gay and everything being vagina themed and everything like that. Um, all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, like, it's meant to be like that, dude. It's legit meant to be that way. And that's the whole point. It's meant to be ridiculous. It's meant to be over the top. It's meant to be on the nose, right? A lot of people are saying that this is making fun of the lesbian community and the LGBTQ people. This movie was made by people of the LGBTQ community. This isn't anything anti-LGBTQ. And again, I don't think it poorly represented LGBTQ community. I think it portrayed everyone beautifully. My only complaint is the music throughout the film was basically sung by the one character that's introduced later on, and her style of music is basically say, if I were to make a song right now, it would be like, I'm staring at the camera talking to myself and being all angry that people are lemmings and don't have their own opinion, right? That would be the song, and it just puts it in your face like, yeah, I know, this is what I just saw, this is what I'm seeing, I can see that. But that was only a problem for me up until I met that character later on in the film and understood that it's her singing it and understood who she was as a character and her whole personality and everything. And it seems like all of her songs are like that. Do I think they're good? No. I hate them beyond belief. It was so annoying to hear those songs. That was like the only thing that I dreaded was the songs, okay? You want me to hate something? I hated the songs. I think that they were just lazy and dumb. There was nothing deeper, no poetry or anything. Literally just talk singing, basically. And it was, but like at the same time, it didn't bother me as much once I understood the character and everything. So I really don't think that this movie deserves as much hate as it does. I think a lot of the points that people make against the film are, in my opinion, invalid, especially from the people who have not taken the time to actually look into it. Now, I can understand if you're not interested in watching the film after watching the trailer, watching a little bit of the movie and then deciding to turn it off, or watching unaltered, like, extended clips, but still watching clips I don't think is a good way to judge something because it's a small part of something larger, and out of context it could seem a lot worse than it actually is. And I think that's what happened with this case. I just, again, if you don't have any interest in the film, then don't watch it. But I went in with low expectations. And I'm going to say that I came out of watching that film, and I was satisfied. I watched a great movie today. I think it was funny. I laughed. I laughed a lot. I plan to show some of my friends some of the clips of the movie that made me laugh the hardest. And I think that um more people should actually give it a chance and realize that people hating on this is just dumb. It's a dumb mob mentality of just cyberbullying. I don't know why. I don't know why it has become the norm of society to just rage bait people and bully people and make people feel shitty about themselves and just go above and beyond to make sure that this person feels the absolute most miserable that they could possibly be. That's the content that's going going viral is people ruining other people's day. It's the people baiting. It's the people that are being bullies, and that's what's running this country. Is just evil, evil, evil. Not even country. That's world. It's just evil, 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 evil. Mean, 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 mean. Why is everyone being so fucking mean and joining on this bandwagon to be mean? And there are people that are genuinely nice people that are adopting this opinion too. There are people that are just adopting it because they hear somebody say, "Oh, it's a bad representation of LGBTQ community." Oh, well, then I hate it because you said it was. It's like literally saying that because Jeffrey is allergic to peanuts, then I'm allergic to peanuts too. What? What? Like, no, Jeffrey is allergic to peanuts. You're not allergic to peanuts. You've been eating peanut butter this whole entire time. Like you just had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich like an hour ago, and you're saying that now you're allergic to peanuts because Jeffrey fucking posted a video that he said that he's allergic to peanuts? Like, how much LARPing do you guys need to do to be recognized by your idols that you're part of their team? Right? Like, I really do not understand. I do not understand. So if somebody out there who has actually seen the film knows what the biggest issue is, why it actually deserves all this hate, then please sit down and explain it to me. Because after watching this film, I am so beyond confused on what the issue is, dude. Really, what is the issue? I think that there are so many points that I can make about the film. I think that I could go into. I already spoiled a lot, you know, but I think that everybody should take the chance to find where you can watch it and then watch it. Okay. If you want to watch it with me, I will gladly watch it with you. I think that it's just not as bad of a movie as everyone's making it out to be. Is it good? No. But is it absolutely deplorable to the point to this level of hate? No. No, not at all. I don't think anything right now really deserves that much hate that isn't an actual threat to society. Because at the end of the day, this film did nothing to anybody but exist and try to make people laugh and, you know, feel emotional because I did cry, I did get angry and everything like that. I felt, I related to the characters. I related to the whole entire story and everything. Like, that's the whole point, you know? I think I think everyone should give it a chance. I really do. I think that people should give it a chance. But if you're not going to give it a chance, and if you're going to hate on the film, at least back your opinion up by something other than, oh, I saw the clips on TikTok and YouTube, or oh, I saw somebody's review on it or something. Form your own goddamn opinions, people. Honestly. Honestly. But that's all I'm going to say about the film right now. I did want to show you clips, and I did record this podcast earlier in a different way where I showed a bunch of the clips, but the video got taken down from YouTube right away for copyright, which sucks. I don't know how to get around that and how other people are fine getting around that, but I'm not. Whatever. But if you ever want to watch the movie with me, then I would say to join my Discord, because we have movie nights every Thursday, and I'm always hanging out in there. And if you want to just come in and watch a movie with me or watch a TV show with me, I'm all game. You know, I love watching shit with people. So if you want to watch it for yourself, I'll gladly show it to you, because again, I think it's a film that doesn't deserve all the hate, but it's not good, but it's not terrible. And it definitely ranks higher than most of the films that I've seen. And if you want to go to my website to find all my social media links, go to tovarsawesome.com. I would appreciate it. And the Discord is discord.gg, the cult of Tovar. I forgot to mention that for those who are just listening and not watching the video. I can't really think of anything else to really get into. I feel like I'm going to go around in circles. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment or ask or whatever. I'm always more than willing to continue the conversation. But yeah, it has been, this is like my 20th time trying to record this and making the same points over and over again. And I hope that I covered everything. But if I didn't, yeah, please feel free to let me know. I love you guys. Have a good one. And I'll see you in the next episode of The Pickle Tree.